Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We are lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello? Anyone here? Yeah, I see it. But what is it? I can feel it. It resonates. The things you show me, my friend, I forget. It's all in my head. There's no you, right?
Is there a typewriter in here?
Where's everybody? I need someone to point me in the right direction.
Internal lockdown in effect. Multiple containment breaches detected. Oh. Okay. Staffing surveillance data center initiative construction office house breakdown spreadsheet 5. Okay.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Huh. This game looks good too. I say too because I'm also in the middle of playing Alan Wake 2.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
Why is that entirely colorless? It's weird. Security order. A shark in his blank, although secure, permission to following basic protocol, shoot to kill, good luck. Okay. Nothing like redacted information to convey the information that you need. C4 reminder. Our R4 reports. Hello, as you should all know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request from R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires an interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in your annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Who's humming?
Hello?
Oh, the janitor.
Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I'm gonna turn the subtitles on. That guy was hard to understand.
Shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti, the janitor, is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Yeah, definitely. But like, wait a minute. What? That was a loop. And I don't think she noticed.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
So this game came out long enough ago to where I think that most people who are watching this video know that it is connected to and within the same universe as the Alan Wake series. Officially, to my knowledge, there's only 3 games in that Remedy verse, basically, and it's Control, Alan Wake 2, the adjacent Alan Wake franchise, and then Control 2 was recently announced. Nothing else is officially connected. But you'll see Easter eggs, I guess. I've never played this game, but I've seen it. You'll see Easter eggs from other franchises.
You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
The heck is that alarm? Was that?
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
What the heck is that? Is it talking to her?
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
What? Alright, parkour. What is wrong with that thing?
The same, though.
Got an achievement. Obtained the service weapon.
Okay. Now I have a gun.
That was a mistake.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here.
Well,
Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Weird. Oh, snap.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror.
Oh, they're...
Away.
What in the crap is going on? Oh, Hiss guard. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards used the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption. While the armored guards carry pump action shotguns, they have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception of certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is the shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature into an organic host over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat trained hosts are reserved for combat. These are all questions for later. That is obviously corrupted. Okay. Oh, that was cool. Okay.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guide us. Reach the hotline.
Hotline. Dead man.
What is that, dude? What is happening right now?
Objects of power can cause or be result.
We watched that already. That's cool. What's happening in here?
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power
dude, what?
to the nearest
They changed the picture of the director to me.
3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
So you can go in here. The bathroom. Okay. Guess we're going down this way.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in. And like
Okay.
infuriating.
So I'm just gonna open those up and let you guys pause and read.
Over.
Nope. Huh. What is that? Dang, dude. Got him.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Recovery speed. Assets. What is this?
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
What?
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
Hello. Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope. Emily Pope. Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
What the hell, dude?
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. And Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point. He pushed the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay.
Well then.
You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
I don't think that worked.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart. I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench? The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is